Thank you. Madam Speaker, as we meet today, Virginia's government is struggling in a critical life-saving mission. According to the Centers for Disease Control, Virginia has received over 850,000 doses of the COVID vaccine, but we have administered fewer than 250,000 doses. That performance ranks us among the lowest of the 50 states. While we haven't always been ranked this low by the CDC, we've yet to make it out of the bottom third. Worst, all of our neighbors, including the District of Columbia, are doing a better job getting these life-saving vaccines into the arms of citizens. For every 100,000 Marylanders, more than 3,000 have been vaccinated. Kentucky has vaccinated nearly 4,000 people for every 100,000 citizens, and Tennessee is over 4,000. The district has vaccinated at a rate of over 5,000, and West Virginia, at nearly 7,500 doses, is first in the nation. Virginia has administered fewer than 2,900 vaccines for every 100,000 citizens. The governor is claiming that the CDC's results are lagging indicators because of all the doses being administered in Virginia aren't being reported. If that excuse sounds familiar to you, it should. It's the same excuse used last year when we were lagging the nation in administering COVID tests. Unlike the challenge of administering those tests last year, we had months to plan for these vaccines out to the Virginians who need them. This administration has failed in that planning, and vulnerable Virginians remain at risk because of that failure. Maybe we should have suspected this governor didn't have a plan. This administration isn't sharing a plan because this governor didn't create a plan and doesn't have a plan. What we've seen from this governor over the last year is not careful and coordinated planning, but press conferences where pronouncements are made, lockdowns imposed, and executive orders are issued. Why weeks after the vaccines became available did this governor appoint a czar to oversee their distribution? Why didn't the administration take this challenge seriously enough to put the czar in place before the vaccines arrived? It's not as though we didn't have enough sufficient notice. Virginia had the talent and the resources to prevent its dismal performance in vaccine distribution. We could have employed our National Guard, brought in private sector professionals in marketing and supply, hired nurses, and updated and executed plans that have been in place since the SARS scare of 2003. Other states have taken a more collaborative and inclusive approach. They have a plan. Ours waits on a governor who smiles to the camera while offering excuses and deflecting blame and never ever taking responsibility. People listen as new groups are added to the vaccine ready list, yet most don't have any idea where to sign up so they can get a shot. As a result, we have mothers and fathers, grandmothers and grandfathers who are fearful of going out or being with their families. Or even worse, hearing from someone that a loved one is dying alone. Why is Virginia failing? We might want to pose that question another way. How many years has it been since Virginia was a national leader? Many of us in this chamber can remember when we regularly told our constituents about their state being a national leader in fiscal management, in business climate, in attracting and creating jobs, in keeping taxes low, and in overall quality of life. Now we answer their desperate pleas for help because our state's government can't even seem to turn around federal unemployment benefits as quickly as other states. As vaccines continue to be allocated, states have been told they have 2 weeks to use up their existing supply and report their data. With our supply increasing, we can expect larger amounts coming to us. But if we weren't prepared to distribute the vaccines we already have, how will we be ready for an even greater supply? It's time for this governor to end the excuses and establish a plan for vaccine distribution that will work. Lives are on the line, Madam Speaker, and Virginians can't afford to have their state at the bottom of the distribution list.